Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Bleach Thousand Year Blood War Season 1, Episode 3. Man, it feels like we are on a way higher of an episode than 3, right? Like, I was just thinking about it, sitting here, like, prepping to record, and I was like, damn, we're only on 3. We've already had so much happen, it feels like. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of almost feels like it's moving too fast. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but, like, we've already had the reveal of the Quincy King, or at least talking about him and showing him a couple times. And we had all the characters we used to know introduced to the story again, kind of. I don't know if I'd say introduced. They just go off the assumption that you know the previous, but that makes sense. And then, we're just dealt with some hollows, dealt with I don't even know if that was a Stern Ritter, Iburn, or whatever his name was, that came after Ichigo. Whatever he was, they called him an Arankar, I think, not a Stern Ritter. So, but yeah, dealt with him, and then Nell shows up, and we're already in Waco Mundo, and we're already seemingly confronting Stern Ritter J, Quilg Opie. I probably said that wrong, but yeah, so things are moving incredibly fast, and I imagine we might have, we also know that Halle Bell is captured, and her three underlings got their ass beat by Opie, Stern Ritter J, last episode. So I imagine we're getting a fight this episode, so I'm excited to see. I don't remember anything about this fight. As you guys know, I have read the manga many years ago, and I barely remember things. Some things are coming back. Like, as soon as Nell showed up, I was like, oh, right, and stuff like that. But I genuinely have no idea if Opie dies here in this fight. I mean, obviously, I don't think Ichigo dies here in this fight, but just because of meta perspective. But yeah, I can't remember if he gets away, like runs and survives, or if Ichigo runs and survives, or what happens. So I'm excited to see a fight, guys. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yep. Trace Bestia, that's right. Ichigo Kurosaki. Yes. Oh, I said it backwards, damn it. Forgot anime. Ooh, a special threat. He can recognize it immediately. Allow me to introduce myself. Quincy using a sword. Oh. His sword turns into a bow. Yeah, forgot this meeting is going on. Ooh. He is angry. He is down to business. It's funny because, like, a lot of the times the head captain is so calm and composed that you sometimes think that he, like, just doesn't care. But then here, I mean, he lost his right-hand man, right? Like, who knows? I don't know how many years he has been with him, but yeah, like, that's pretty crazy. And obviously he's just pissed. I got distracted by watching the opening and just stopped talking. There's so many of them. There's a spoiler in this opening that I saw, but I'm not going to talk about it. It was a spoiler that I already kind of knew from the manga, so one of the things that I remembered. But just in case you guys who haven't read the manga didn't notice it in the opening, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to see parts of the episode before the episode goes. I'm going to shut my eyes until the music stops. Okay. What is this? Oh. Was that the episode name? That was really hard to read, wasn't it? I don't even know what that said. Oh, what a badass. He just caught it and threw the energy. Just throws her? Jeez. Nice. Do they have a release? Kind of like the Espada's Resurrections. They know him too. Makes sense. Information is gold, right? You're handing out some hints there, buddy. Let's steal. I don't know if I said that right. Jeez. Okay. Damn Quincy's and their difficult names. Let's go, as in him? Oh shit. All the Stern Ritter are going? Oh shit! They know that Ichigo's being held in Waco Mundo, so it's a good opportunity. Well, damn! Moving fast. March of the Star-Cross. I saw it in the halfway screen. That must have been what it said in the beginning. I thought it said March of something, but I couldn't read it. He's fast. big explosions. He can fly now. Maybe he could fly before. They could always, like, walk on Reishi, right, or whatever. His dad, right? He is unfazed. This is a semi-similar background track, too. A little different. But a little similar, too. Yes, the good old Getsuga Tensho. Damn, he couldn't even cut him. Well, shit. Man, his eyes are weird, aren't they? Sucking up Reishi. Oh shit, from Inoue's shield. Ichigo still hasn't Bankai'd. Oh shit! What is this? Jesus! Oh, it's the three girls, their crazy thing. Ion. Oh, I hate that thing's mouth. That's right, Ichigo never saw that last time. Jeez! Is this thing that strong? His father should know, right? Always with the glasses. Yes. Oh, they're about to get slaughtered. Oh no, these guys are here. Shino and Ryunosuke. Balancers. Another new person we haven't met before. He gives me Aizen vibes. I missed his name. I'll go back after and yoink it. Yeah. Teaching us about maintaining the balance. I remember that. I mean, Quincy's destroy them, which disrupts the balance. Yep, yep. Yep. We learned about that earlier in the series. Very early on, right? That was like towards the beginning when Uryu first showed up and we learned about Quincy's. Mmm. Get out can't be found here. Won't tell him, but we'll give him hints. Or did he not do that on purpose? Well, that looks like an old book. Soken. I said his father. His father is Ryuken, right? And his grandfather was Soken. If I'm not mistaken. I apologize for making that mistake before. I just assumed the only person alive when I heard the name, but didn't even think about his grandfather, who is dead, but could have been the one that disagreed with them. Hmm. Damn. Ooh. Damn. Hmm. Oh. Damn. Jesus. Oh no. You're gonna die. Yep. I don't know why you would so casually walk up to someone like that. God damn it. Jesus. I thought it was a little too easy. Taking the Reishi again. Whoa, it was like pulling it from Chad himself. That like came from his face. He's recovering. And now I feel like Akon dies. Or Ion. Akon. Jesus. Good God. And here I thought that maybe, like, this guy was going to be a little cannon fodder for the rest, but... Oh, he took some of its abilities. Oh! Gross. Can they get their arms back? Jeez. You can take the Reishi from living things? That's insane. Alright, Ichigo. We're gonna need you to do something here. The Trace Bestie has just made things worse. He's stronger now. Oh. Oh, he's already Bankai'd. We didn't even get to hear him say Bankai. Okay. Can he not just regenerate that too? Oh, they found Dondashaka. Just carrying him on his back like he weighs nothing. Oh. Could he sense something going on in the Soul Society? Or was that just a cut to mess with us? Ooh. Oh boy. Yep. No need to worry. Oh my god. Jeez. Well. All kinds of new names. Jesus. Oh my god. Is he dead already? Jesus! Holy shit! Is he just dead? He's been in the show the whole time! Oh my god! Jesus! Alright. God damn it, that's the end, isn't it? Well, Shit. Alright. Dude, they just, like, blew that dude's head off. And Lieutenant Kira just got frickin' blasted, too. Like, I mean, is he dead? I'm trying to think of the kinds of wounds we've seen people, like, recover from. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you recover from that. The weird thing is Soul Reaper's bodies seem to be, like, a little bit different than humans. Like, obviously, if that was a normal human, I'd say he's 100% dead. But I feel like we've seen people take some crazy injuries and survive, but I don't know. I think Lieutenant Kira might be dead. Which is crazy. Because like I said, he's been in the show since the beginning, right? I liked his Zanbakuto to Wabisuke, right? Being able to double the weight of anything it hits. It's like such a cool idea, like you can't clash swords with him, or else he just wins, right? If you guys clash too many times, your sword gets too heavy to carry. Such a neat idea. That was him, right? That was, I mean, it looked like him. Alrighty, guys, that is it for episode 3. Well, shit. They said Lieutenant Kira, right? I just want to make sure, just to make sure that I'm not stupid. I mean, it looked like him, and I'm pretty sure that's his name. I just didn't realize, I don't know that I remember hearing his, like, full name. Like, isn't one of his names, like, Izuru? I didn't realize it was Izuru Kira. That sounds so wrong to me. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up before I talk anymore and make myself sound even more stupid. Lieutenant Kira. Bleach. Izuru Kira. That definitely is it. I don't know why it just sounds so weird. I think probably because, like, I watched the anime in dub when I rewatched it before this released, and, what's it called? And seeing it, or hearing it rather than seeing the name, I think adds a lot of difference to, like, the way that I look at things sometimes. But yeah, either way, oh well. That's crazy though. I mean, he might just be dead. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe there's some crazy healing. I mean, if he somehow lives long enough for Orihime to get there, right? With her time reversal, we've seen her do it. I think it has to be, like, quick enough. I don't really know Orihime's limits. I'm gonna be completely honest. I talked to my friend about this when we were going through, or when I was going through the last, or rewatching the show again. I was like, I really don't know Orihime's limits. Like, she has, like, this time reversal, and I'm pretty sure there was an Iran car that had her entire upper half blown off, and Orihime recovered it. So it, because I was thinking, like, maybe if you were dead, then you wouldn't be able to do it. But I'm pretty sure that Iran car was dead, and she did it. So, like, I don't know what her limits are, but I feel like her limits are whatever the story wants her to be able to do. That's her limits. Like, I guess that's what happens when you don't define, because I don't know that in the anime they've ever gone over and said, like, oh, I can't heal someone if, like, this happens, or if this happens, like, or if there's, like, X time since the injury kind of thing. Like, we haven't really been given too much of a description, and when things are so ill-defined, it makes it so I can't be like, oh no, that can't happen because of this reason, because they didn't give us that reason, right? So really anything's possible until they tell me, like, oh no, I can't help in this case, you know? And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, shit. But anyway, in the beginning we had them talking about how Ichigo is a special threat, so they are very wary of him already. I don't know if they were wary of him before this mission even started, or if they're wary of him because they're realizing that his Bankai wasn't stolen by their device that steals Bankais, right? I guess that'd be concerning if your strategy to combat the Soul Reapers is to steal their Bankais, and then you can more easily defeat them. Granted, they seem so powerful, I'm surprised that they can't do this. What's it called? Like, they can't just win even with them having the Bankais, but we'll see. I mean, it's not looking good for the Soul Society right now. These guys seem incredibly powerful. I mean, we have our captains, which might stand a chance. And maybe if they were, like, a little more prepared. Like, I don't know if Lieutenant Kira got caught by surprise or what, but, like, I mean, hopefully some of the other lieutenants are a bit more equipped, and some of our other characters that we've known for a while, like, I mean, the thing is Ikaku and them, Squad 12 was supposed to be on the other side of that gate, and then that gate just, like, burned down, right? So does that mean that Squad 12 already got taken out? I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty crazy how strong these guys are and how much death is just happening, right? Like, I feel like there was definitely people that died in other arcs of Bleach. And the thing is back then the show didn't show as much of, like, death, right? Like, it was more censored, probably because of its time slot on TV or whatnot kind of thing back then. Or for whatever reason, right? But we didn't really see a whole lot of death. I never really read the manga pre this stuff, so I don't know if it was, like, if there was a lot of death being shown in the previous, like, you know, the first part of this. Because when I finished the anime, and then a little bit after, I was like, okay, well, I don't think the anime is ever gonna start up again. Boy, was I wrong. I'm gonna read the manga. I started from where the anime left off, rather than just reading through the whole thing all the way. Which, honestly, in hindsight, I should have just read through the whole thing all the way. But regardless, so much more death, I feel like now, at least being shown rather than being told. We were always told, like, oh, there's been 100 casualties throughout this, you know, catastrophe or whatever. So basically, like, 100 people died during this arc. We'd hear that every now and then, but usually we don't see them just go bang and shoot the head off some guy, and, you know, but, I mean, we've seen some pretty nasty injuries in the past too, but this has been pretty crazy. But we had the fight start between Stern Ritter J and really, like, so far it hasn't really impressed me too much. Like, the stuff that was happening was cool, but, like, the animation and stuff hasn't been like, holy shit, that's amazing yet, right? So I'm still waiting for stuff like that, and who knows, we might not get that for Stern Ritter J, because, I mean, he might be, there's so many Stern Ritters, they can't do insane animation for every single fight. That's something I've definitely learned about anime, is it's just not possible for them to do it. So they have to pick and choose where they want the insane animation to be. So I can't say that I didn't like this fight, and it's not over yet, right? It's still in the middle of the fight. Like, we're still warming up. Who knows? Maybe this fight does get pretty crazy now that Ichigo is in it, and the Bankai is thrown and everything. But really, we had him build up and show his power and everything, and we had the Trace Bestia spawn their Ion and everything, and we saw that do a lot of work to the guy, but he just kind of brushed it off. Like, his neck was, like, snapped sideways, and he just pulled his head back straight, and, like, just didn't give a shit. Like, it's crazy. And then they, one of them got wrecked because overconfident, walked towards them, typical anime thing, and then Ion completely absorbed, and he got that power, which is nuts. I mean, all they did was make him stronger. They shouldn't have intervened. They should have let Ichigo handle it, but it is what it is, and now Ichigo has... I mean, I guess that'll be good, because if this guy merged with Ion, having all that extra power and everything, you know, maybe that puts him up there on a level with some of the, like, a lot of the other maybe higher ranked Stern Ritters, assuming the Stern Ritters have ranks, right? I wonder if Jay is supposed to be, like, the letter in the alphabet in which they stand. Like Stern Ritter A is much more powerful, or is like the most powerful, other than like the king, right? Or if it's just a random letter assigned. But either way, like the rankings or whatnot, like I don't know where Opie stands, but maybe if Ichigo can handle this guy, then he'll be able to handle a bunch of the other ones too. So we'll have to see. But yeah, other than that, I mean, a lot of the parts of the fight, I was thinking about how, like, I think we had 2 moments where there were big explosions and Ichigo just kind of, like, flies out of them. So I was like, alright, cool. Like, sure. It didn't really show that much, but, and then, other than that, it was really just Ion, like, blasting him, and then, like, a couple times the characters, like, swords clashing. And then there was at one point where they were, I think, I believe it was Stern Ritter J that was doing like a bunch of sword strikes back to back. But I mean, I like when I can see the choreography of the attacks and everything, but it just felt like it was like a lot of repeated simple motions while they were like talking or whatever, warming up. So, but either way, we'll see how that fight concludes before I really dig into it too much, because it's not over yet. It was kind of just like, I felt like that fight was just thrown as like a secondary thing, like this is going on, but the important stuff is over here, kind of thing. You know, that's how I looked at it. But I liked how like raring to go the head captain is. Usually he's calm and composed, and he's like, let's wait things out and see how things fall. But no, he's like, we need to attack. Where are they? Do we know their stronghold? We must take them out. But yeah. We learned that it seems like Yamamoto was fought the Quincy King in the past and wasn't able to kill him. I wonder what the story is there. Did he not want to kill him? Was he like showing him mercy? And now he's back and that's a bad thing? Or was it that he was like incapable of it? Like did he not hit hard enough and he got away? Or whatever, because we know he like went, what was that in the first episode, it took him like 900 years to get his pulse back, 90 to get his mind back, and then 9 to get his strength back. So I imagine that was because of his fight with Yamamoto, I would assume, is why he was in that condition that took him 999 years to recover from, which is insane that he was able to recover from something like that. But yeah, very interesting. We had Uryu doing an investigation of his own, seemingly found out something about the Quincy seemed to know about them. Seems like Uryu's grandfather rejected their research and everything, so, you know, they've obviously been around for over 1,000 years, right? Because the Yamamoto fought the king 1,000 years ago, so within that time frame, even while the king was asleep, I'm guessing some of the Stern Ritters must have approached Soken, which I'm pretty sure is Uryu's grandfather, right? And tried to get him to like join them, but he rejected them and all that. And whatever he had in that journal that Uryu read, we just don't know yet. So, and apparently whatever it is might have to do with his mom as well, which I don't know that we've ever been told anything. I don't remember anything in the anime about Uryu's mom. I feel like there might have been like a single mention of the mom, like, but never like where she went or what happened to her. I think like it was just like Uryu dreaming one time and said like mom or something when she looked. Actually, that might not even have been canon. If I'm remembering correctly, I think that might have been when he was injured during the Bount arc. I could be wrong about that. And he was like dreaming about the girl that the Bount that ended up saving him during that arc. And then he like said stuff about mom. So that might not even been canon. That might have just been some random bullshit that the anime threw in there. So yeah, maybe they've, within the canon content, they might have never ever mentioned his mom. So I could be wrong. There was a lot of show that I watched very fast. I could have missed some things, but yeah. So intriguing with that. We also had friggin' Mayuri Kurotsuchi going out and apparently without authorization just killing 28,000 souls, if I'm not mistaken, in the Rukon district in order to balance the scales from the assault that the Stern Ritters had without even getting the permission of head captain. Head captain was not very happy about that, and the way Mayuri was talking back at him, I was worried that with how pent up and angry the head captain is, that he was going to lash out at Mayuri. But yeah, Mayuri was definitely not holding his tongue there. Oh man, but interesting. Pretty good shit though. Once again, I mean, we moved pretty quick, right? Like even though the fight with Ichigo seemed to slow down and it lasted this whole episode, we didn't get to see the conclusion or anything, which is fine. The rest of the stuff that was happening, it was like, oh, we found out that Stern Ritter J is fighting Ichigo, and he's like, okay, let's invade the Soul Society. So it does seem like they are very worried about Ichigo, right? Because as soon as he heard that news, he's like, okay, let's go attack. It wasn't just like it didn't seem like they were already planning on invading the Soul Society at that moment, and they just happened to hear that news. It seems like they're trying to take advantage of the situation, which means that Ichigo is enough of a threat for them to want to move out while he's occupied. So, it's kind of nice having a arc where the antagonists don't underestimate our main character, because I feel like a lot of the other arcs it was like, oh, who's this stupid kid, and then Ichigo beats their ass, but it seems like they're not underestimating him. I'm really excited to see where this goes. And you know what? No, I'm not gonna say that because it has to do with slight manga stuff that I remember. So I just won't get into that. But yeah, I mean, they did call him a special threat in the beginning, so that, I mean, it obviously makes sense. But yeah, I'm excited. I think I said "but yeah" about 700 times this episode. But yeah, I'm excited to see more. What am I trying to say? I like the background music too. I feel like they've done a good job with remixing some of what they had before. They had I'll never be able to repeat it. There's a track that they had that I kind of enjoyed. It gave me like a lot of nostalgia, and I heard like part of it here, but it was like mixed in with another song as well. And then there was another part where the I think it was when the Trace Bestia like got back up with Ion and everything. There was a like very specific beat pattern that I feel like was in the old show as well. So I really like that they managed to at least keep either remixes or some of the same or similar background music, because the OST for Bleach is one of my favorite parts of the show. So, but yeah, I think that's going to be it for me, guys. There's nothing much more for me to talk about, I feel like. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out the link in the description below if you want to check out my Patreon. Words are hard. My brain is fried right now. I don't know why. On my Patreon, you can get access to early access for some of my shows, not for these because I watch them as it airs. You can check that out if you want to see that. There's also Patreon exclusives where I'm watching things like Mob Psycho Season 3. Mob Psycho Season 2 is on there, which isn't out on YouTube yet. Tribe 9 is out there. And also Better Call Saul and Lucifer for some live action stuff. Check all that out if you're interested in more content from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.